Hey, this is Tim Spikowski from King's Hobbies and Games. This is the third video that I'm doing on painting multicam on Elhiem Rangers. In the previous videos I established a base color and I applied highlights, and right now I have a lot of other little stuff I need to take care of before I go on to the next step, and that is painting the flesh, painting the weapons, painting the boots, painting gloves, that sort of thing. You see there's headsets there on that guy, glasses, that sort of thing. So I'm going to move pretty quick with this. I'm going to start off with the flesh. I'm going to put those figures away. What I use for war game figures a lot of times for my base flesh is Vallejo model red leather. I think it's a great base for a flesh. And I apply that to my wet palette. There is not much work here. I am going to take my Broken Toad number 2 brush, and I guess you can see that, and I'm painting the flesh. All of this work that we're doing right now leads to the next stage, and that is a wash of burnt umber using watercolors. It is an awesome technique that I learned watching Les Bursley, and it is a time saver. And I used to do raw umber, burnt umber washes. Raw umber is a very dark brown, almost black, and I would apply that wash to all over the figure to bring definition, to bring shading. It's a quick shade type thing. But then I would have to go back over with my base coats of all the colors, because the wash, it did apply the shade correctly, but sometimes it was too dark, so then I lost a lot of the work that I did previous. With the watercolor, it's simply you let it dry and then you remove the paint with a Q-tip, and I will show you that in the video. It is such a time saver. It looks great. And what I like about it is that it pulls everything together. Okay, so let's see here. I think I got the flesh done. Okay, now on to the, let's see, what should I paint next? I'll do the boots next. I want to break up this color of khaki. I don't want to have the same color khaki that's throughout the entire figure, so then all you see is khaki. So I start introducing different shades of khaki. The color that is referred to the most, at least it used to be back in the early 2000s, was coyote brown. So I try to find different shades that look like coyote brown. So this is Vallejo Desert Yellow, and this is what I'm going to use for the boots. I don't really do a lot of detail on the boots because they're going to get weathered. They're going to get muddied, and so I just don't spend a lot of time, especially on war game figures. They'll get very brown. They'll get very dusty, especially when I do the base. The big thing is, yes, and this color may not be the exact color that's used right now, but that's okay. It's okay. Where's this guy's shoes at? There it is. There's one. There's another one. Again, the idea is to just break it up. Okay. One more. See that? Yep. Okay, good. Not doing a lot of work here. But just these extra colors really help make the uniform and everything else start popping out. Okay, now I'm going to do the gloves and also some of the stocks on the rifles. So in my mind, these are going to be Magpul type stocks, and that's a different brown. So I'm using Vallejo tan yellow for that. Again, with the wash, it'll be shaded. And I'm also using the same color, tan yellow, for the gloves. So while I got this figure right here, I'm just going to paint that. Not too worried right now about the detail work. Just applying that color. Okay, got it. I might just, to break up the skin and everything else, use that around the chin strap. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with the gloves here. Where is his other hand? Right there, it looks like. Okay. I'm going to go back to the stock after I finish this guy's hand, because then what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix those colors and paint the rails on the rifles that color, as well as the magazines, and the stock. I don't know if these are supposed to be like mechanics gloves, but that's okay. Okay, so now going to take that mix up real quick. Some water. Just mix them up. I really don't care. You know, I'm just trying to make a different color right now. It doesn't really matter. Okay, I'm going to paint the stock. The butt. The rail and the mag. I'm not too worried about covering everything right now. The foregrip. So that one. Here's the stock on that. Foregrip. Rail. I don't see the magazines. It's under his sleeve, under his arm. Okay, again, I'm not too worried about covering everything up. Nice and neat. Okay. I like using, for blacks, for my rifles, my nods, and stuff like that, I like using dark rubber. You'll see why, because with the brown wash, and also you can do a black wash, it just really helps quickly bring out the highlights of that gun color. So it's another time saver in my opinion. So I'm going to paint the nods, and it's almost the same color as the base coat. Okay, I'm also going to save myself some time and paint the glasses in color. The rifle. Assuming this is a flashlight. Muzzle. So really the idea is just to paint the hardware one color. Paint the gun the other. Got camera or flashlight mounted on top there.